legendary gamers.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting StarCraft 2 Shoutcast. I'm going to be your Shoutcast announcer here, Mr. Worm. Today we have got a 1v1 here on ESL Daybreak. We've got ESC GoOdy down here as our purple Terran in the bottom left-hand corner. And we have got ATN DarKFoRcE as our blue Zerg in the top right-hand corner. I love both these players, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just say that right off the bat. Both these are amazing, amazing players. Now, out of all of the series that I play, ESC GoOdy, as far as I'm concerned, is kind of one of the first people I ever saw do what we call mech play. He kind of developed it simply by going to major tournaments and winning with mech play. And, you know, it had been developed before, but he was kind of the guy who brought it into the limelight and took upon himself to ensure that, you know, he worked out all the little details and got it to an actual manner where mass Hellion, you know, mass tank worked all by itself. And you didn't need anything else. So I'm very excited to see Terran vs. Zerg in this situation. And wow, that is a very, very aggressive hidden expansion here, going down by GoOdy at roughly about 13 supply, 12 supply. Wow, that is 12 supply. That's really, really greedy and early. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a proxy barracks. What am I talking about? I am absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. Sorry, the way it was dead center of all the mineral patches, I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. Wait, that building's a little small. Hold on here a second. What are you doing, GoOdy? So, proxy racks coming out here for GoOdy, and the scout should be a couple of minutes. Well, I mean, it probably should have occurred by now if he was gonna scout, but no, 15 hatch going down for DarKFoRcE, so there is going to be no scout. So this could be bad if DarKFoRcE doesn't see it coming, or if he just doesn't react to it correctly. However, DarKFoRcE is one of the top Zergs in the world, so I don't really see this being too much of a problem. He should see this SCV, and when he sees this SCV, he should react pretty much accordingly. And of course, there comes the bunker. It is programmed, and let's just see. I'm pretty sure that he can see it, so let's go ahead and check. No, he cannot see it. It's actually just outside of his vision range. Okay, so mental note. You put a bunker right there, and your opponent can't see it. And wow, this is going to be really bad for DarKFoRcE, because this bunker is going to finish no problem. And he is pulling his drones now. However, I don't think he has any idea exactly how far along this bunker is. And now he's like, oh crap, that is seriously bad. That is seriously bad. And so now the secondary bunker comes down immediately. And look at this, GoOdy didn't even build the second barracks. There's no second barracks here. He was like, I don't need a second barracks. Why would I spend the money for a second barracks? And I'm curious what he's doing with his money. He's just floating tons of money. Is he going to drop a command center or something? He does. He drops a command center. He's like, you know what? This is actually just my fast expand build. That's just what I'm doing here. It's just a fast expand build. And here, DarKFoRcE is like, well, fine, screw it. If you're going to do this, you're going to take my expansion. I'm just gonna push. Where is he going? He wants this one Marine. He doesn't want the second Marine to get into the bunker, into the other bunker, and for it to continue to increase the amount of damage. And now DarKFoRcE has got to be sitting to himself saying, you know, what am I going to do now? Holy crap, this is really not good. And these Marines just continue to stream across the map. I mean, DarKFoRcE is just letting them in now. And here he is pulling all the Zergs and trying to take down this bunker. He's going to take down the first bunker. And he pulls back a second. He's like, you know, I'll let the spine tank some damage. I'm going to let my hatch take some of this damage. It's not a big deal. You know, he's got the spine in the correct position, so eventually his bunker is going to go down. Go ahead and start hit points on it, guys. That way you guys can see what's going on here. So, these Marines are going to pull back, just kind of stand behind the mineral line for a little while, be annoying. You know, maybe they can kill this queen, maybe they can't. See if I can get a worker. You know, GoOdy is just trying to be as absolutely efficient as possible at this point. He really, really wants to get this hatch, and he's getting pretty close. A couple of Zerglings coming out, down to one Marine at this point, and you know what, it looks like he's going to be fine. So now we've got all these Zerglings streaming across the map, going up here. He's going to see a full wall, nothing to do, nothing to do, nothing to do. Not unless he's got a bunch of gas, and he doesn't, unfortunately. If he had a bunch of gas, he could go ahead and do a bust here. But GoOdy knows that, and he's throwing down a bunker. So DarKFoRcE is just going to have to take the economic damage that occurred there from him not being able to mine, and GoOdy getting the extra command center down this early in the game. However, if you look at the actual supply counts here, GoOdy is ahead. He's ahead by a good 13, 14 supply. So he didn't do too badly here at all. So I just hope that I'm sorry, DarKFoRcE did really good here. He is almost 15, 16 supply ahead, and getting worse by the second. So GoOdy's going to have to do something to bring this back, and it looks like his answer to that is a third command center. While he transitions into some kind of mech play. He's got the 2 Hellions out. Nope. 2 Hellions, 4 Hellions coming. Okay, and looks like it's going to be Banshee. Okay. And a third hatch immediately going down for DarKFoRcE. Got a couple of Hellions moved across the map here. Going to do a bit of harass. See how this works out for him. Two Evo chambers coming down for DarKFoRcE. A couple more Hellions mixing in the fray here. And I actually see almost no reaction from these Hellions from DarKFoRcE right now. Normally you would see like a Rook one come down and leave. Instead he's just getting his boosts, continuing his drone, doesn't really care about any of these Hellions at all. Pretty soon he's going to have to start to care. Whoa, he's going to get that clean. He's going to get that clean. Nice transfuse. Ooh, that was pretty. And now with the 3 cleans out, GoOdy is going to be forced to move back. And I love the massive clean play. And look at that. GoOdy's going to go ahead and try and go around the side. See if he can't get in here. Do a scout. He's going to go straight to the main with all of these Hellions. And he's going to get some workers, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to get some workers. He's going to get a lot of workers in the back. So let's take a look at the harvester count and see what happens here. One of the biggest problems is that you can actually try to run your workers away to line them up for the Hellions. So now he's down to 31 workers, 30 workers, 29, making more. While all that is going down, he's flying these Banshees around. And so now he's dropping. Just killing a creep tumor. Okay. And he's going to go ahead and go straight to the back here and see if he can't take out some of these queens or some more of these workers. Oh, he's going low on health. That's the one he wants. Nope. Loses a Banshee. Banshee for a queen. He's like, no, I think I can do this. Give this a shot. Ooh, barely gets it. However, that is going to give him free reign on these workers. Gets another kill. And there that queen comes and finally picks that off. Excellent harass here by ESC GoOdy. And the whole time he has gone ahead and he's dropped this. And look at the amount of workers. This is fully saturated. This one isn't, though, strangely enough. But I mean, he's just got so much production going down. And it does look like we are going to see Spire play. So there's going to be Zerg Muta coming out of here for DarKFoRcE. And it does look like it is indeed going to be mech play. There is no Marines on this field. There's pretty much no barracks being built. I think he flew his barracks around and didn't even care about it. He's getting weapon 1 for his Hellions and his ships. So yeah, this is gonna be all out mech play for GoOdy here. And it's here. You know, I don't do that nearly as well as some of the better players here. And DarKFoRcE getting his third saturated. He's a little late on getting this done, but I mean, with all the harass that he has had to go through, it's not like you can blame him. I don't know if Baneling Nest is really a good choice when it comes to mech play. Because, I mean, he's got to know at this point that it's got to be mech play. Because it's GoOdy. GoOdy does mech play. It's what he does. You know, the mutas are a good idea. Okay, but the mutas are a good idea up until GoOdy gets Thors. And then once GoOdy has Thors, then it's not such a great idea anymore. Problem with that being the fact that well, GoOdy's pretty disgusting when it comes to his Thor micro. And he's going to put Thors everywhere. So, a scout coming down from DarKFoRcE, he now knows that this planetary fortress is going to be morphing in here. A couple of defensive missile turrets going up. That's always a smart idea. And it looks like DarKFoRcE is going to go ahead and push for his 4th. And he's got his lair down. He's going for +1 flyer attacks. And he's getting roach speed. And he's getting an infestation pit. That's all very good stuff. This is the kind of stuff I like to see. And 15 roaches coming down here. So he's going to have a good amount to keep away the majority of this army. But eventually he's going to need Infestor Broodlord. Because the only way to really beat GoOdy when it comes to... I mean, as far as the games that I've seen where GoOdy has lost, is generally some kind of Infestor Broodlord play. Because those Thors are just so hard to handle. It does look like he does get a couple of lings in here. Not really going to get any actual harvester, infestor damage, harvester damage done, especially not with all of these, what I can only assume at this point is blue flame Hellions. And he's just going to go ahead and here push over to DarKFoRcE's 4th, now that he's scouted that with that Raven, see if he can't kill this off. And it does look like there's a big pack of roaches countering from DarKFoRcE here. And there's a couple of mutants over here going to go ahead and take out some of these. Or those mutants are quickly going to go, wait a minute, those are Thors, maybe I should leave. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave. And while he's doing that, I'm going to push in to GoOdy's main, and I'm going to just start wrecking all his economy. Just abusing the mobility of these roaches versus these Thors. Trying to get in here and do some kind of push. And doing a counter over here. Don't know if he's got enough. You have got to get right on top of those Thors. You've got to push up against them. ATN DarKFoRcE decides, you know what, I've had enough of this. There's no way that I'm going to be able to beat this army, so I'm just going to go ahead and GG out of this. Especially with my... He had to blow so much of his money on supply, because he kept getting supply blocks. So he built a whole bunch of Overlords, and when the Overlords popped, then that was it. He'd lost most of his money.